What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Debunked. And we're over here right beside our house, and you can see our lovely sorting system over here in the background. If you guys haven't checked that out, go have a look. That was in our last video, the item sortification 9000. And let me know down in the comments below if you think this is going to be enough chests to sort all of our things in Minecraft. So what we're doing over here is I have a very bunk little system going here. You see what I did there? A bunk system. This is just very simply making up some charcoal that we can use to fuel our smelter here. And let me throw this in here and I'll show you what this is doing. We have cobblestone up top, and the cobblestone will go into here and get smelted, and then it goes into this hopper, into this furnace, and once I start adding fuel in here, this furnace will smelt that up and we will get smooth stone. So you may be wondering, what do you need smooth stone for? Well, I need it because that is going to be our floor here. And that means I'm probably going to change the floor inside the house here, because that is going to run directly into this. And we are going to start working on that here in just a couple of minutes. So let me get a little bit more of this stuff going, and then we will kick things off with a little time lapse to build this thing out. So let's get into it. All right, welcome back, guys. We're taking a break from our little time lapse here, and I wanted to give you guys an update on what we're doing here and how this is all coming together. As you can see, I am going through and I am using some item frames to put on all these chests, kind of what each column represents. So some of these are blank because I don't have enough items coming through yet, and I need to figure out which items are actually there. So I'll do that here off camera. And also, I haven't figured out how I want to do this yet. I do know that I am going to put a pillar here, but obviously we need to access this chest. So I'm probably going to go ahead and find a way to move this chest somewhere else. But for right now, I'm going to leave that be. And as you can see, we have not finished our floor and where this wall is going to come through. But this is the design that I'm kind of working on. You You see, I've got a couple of logs I need to strip or figure out how high I want this roof to go. I don't know what I'm going to do in these areas here just yet. This is filled in like this just so we have room if we decided we wanted to extend this up and add another 2 rows like we've done on these others. We can, and we kind of talked about that a couple episodes ago, but for right now this is kind of what I'm working with. And yeah, I'll put that back there. That was so I could get back and forth and figure out what I want to do in the back there. And let's actually go around and look at the back. Now, I have not done anything over there. Don't be worried about that. What I've got it set up for is these are able to be columns just like we've done on our house over there and some of our other builds. You can see how those are sticking out 1 block, and we'll probably stick with something similar to what we've done in here. I think I'm going to incorporate a little bit more brick and cracked brick to make this thing look a little bit more sturdy. And then I've got a couple things in mind for what I'm going to do above. I'm not going to have a peaked roof like I've done on the house there. So we're not going to get into that today, though. We're going to be doing that in another episode. For right now, though, what I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to check on our stone. And I want to see how we're doing here. We came over and checked to make sure we were still getting some stone, and we're getting a little bit. I'm going to let a little bit more smelt up because we need to get this put together right here and turn the corner and make sure we've got this where we want it to be. And I think probably what we'll do is probably come out another 5 blocks here from right here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that puts this as being kind of the corner. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's kind of how this is going to play out. So tell you what, let me go ahead and see what the spacing would look like if we come over here, and we'll do a little bit of digificating, and we're going to have to do a lot of terraforming here. That's going to come up in a later episode too, but we want to make this look nice and cool. So let's get some of this dirt out of the way here that we know is in the way. I love this shovel. Wish it was a little bit better on efficiency, but and had some mending on it. I'm in dire need of mending books, guys. Dire need of it. I did some fishing off camera and did a few other things hoping that I was going to be able to get a mending book, and I just could not get one. So I've got a librarian that I'm working on down there in our villager area, but I haven't got him to give me a mending book yet. So I'm hoping that I can get one of those here very soon because we need it. So, okay, we are still from this block. I want to have 1, 2, 3, and maybe I just do 3 spacing, and that puts us right here at 4. Let's just put a pillar right here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just go up 5 for right now. Oh, gotta go sleepy. Let me go sleep real quick here, and then we'll pick back up on this. And I think I might like that idea. I think I might like the idea of only coming out an additional 3 blocks, because really the only thing that's going to wind up being over here eventually is probably we're going to turn the corner with our sorting system here, and instead of these being our overflow chests, we'll have some overflow chests here. So I think that's probably what we'll do. And if I do this, that puts us on this line right here, and I like that better. That puts us there. I like that a little better. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's still a 6 block spacing there, which I'm not a fan of, but that's a little bit better than what we had before. So I think we might have to live with it, guys. I think we might have to live with it. I wound up pushing that over a little too far. So who knows? Maybe we'll tear this thing down and move it over at some point. But actually, one more thing while I'm thinking about it, I did a thing, and I don't remember if I've asked you guys this, but Remember how we did this wool and we were flush here? Well, I moved this one back in a block. So what do you guys think? You like this? You like this more than that? I think I like that more. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you like that more or not. I'd like to maybe go and change that a little bit on that one. And I already know we're gonna have a problem up here on our enchanting room with this one, because I think our enchanting stuff, our books, is at this block right here, right above it. So may have to move that enchanting room yet again. Okay, I thought about this a little bit more and I realized that these are going to actually be on the outside, and you can see I'm starting to lay this out some. These are actually going to be on the outside of the wall, just like these are. So I think I've got them actually in too close. If I want to do a 3-block spacing and then I want to have my wall here, so that means those would actually be right here, which is 1 block from here, and that works out a lot better. So I feel a little bit better that works out. Let's go ahead and take this back 1 more, and then let's kind of lay this out here on camera and let's just see what things look like. What do you say? Hopefully you guys are doing all right. Hopefully you're enjoying what's going on in the videos here. I appreciate it if you guys would leave a comment and a like, and if you feel like it, subscribe. Helps me out quite a bit. Let's put this here, and I think that's where we want to be, so let's just do 3. I don't want to get too carried away. I just want to kind of put some things in here to kind of lay things out, and that means we would be here, and that means we would have, if we move this out, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a thing of beauty right there. Absolute thing of beauty. We got to get this right here. Okay. That makes me feel better. So let's go here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to block here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. 2, 4, 5. And then we need 1 here. You do some terraforming there for sure. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want 1 here. And that math doesn't work out quite like I want it to. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our wall. So let me go back and make sure I counted this right, because, you know, I'm pretty good at that. Pretty good at not counting things right sometimes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We've got 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, and 5. So that does mathificate out, but I don't like how it's intersecting at the ends here. So what we might do, we might add some variation to these so that all works out, but I'll figure that out another time. So let's say that kind of right here really kind of needs to be our corner. And maybe that's what we do. Maybe on this building, what we do is on the corners, we kind of just do something like this. I don't know though, because I don't like the way that's interacting there, but we'll come back and we'll figure that out. Okay, so if that's going to be where my wall is going to hang out, let's go ahead and lay this side out as well. And I'll bring you guys back once I get these in, and I'll check on my smooth stone. So maybe we could finish this floor, get this staircase in, and we're going to knock this wall out right here. So let me do a little bit of work and I'll bring you back when I've got an update. Okay, we are back. And we're doing a little bit of cleaning up over here. You can see I got the rest of the floor in, and I started out putting these stairs in. So let's go ahead and see if we can finish those here while we're talking. I'm gonna clear this out. And then we're gonna start picking up all the stuff here eventually and moving everything over into our new item sortification system 9000. It's a very, very short name. But I think it definitely represents what we got going on here. So let's place these blocks here, and I'm definitely going to do more with this floor. Do I have these empty? No, I don't. Pretty close though. Those are regular eggs. Let me go put these over here. I definitely want to do more with this floor. It's kind of plain right now, but it gets the job done. I want to put some designs in here, and I think I'm going to do an outline over in front of the chest. I think either right here or one out. I'll go with a different block, and we're definitely going to do some stuff to fill in behind so that we can't see back here, and we've got to do some lighting stuff. So we've still got quite a bit of work we've got to do, and obviously we've got to put a ceiling in here and do a design with it, and then we're going to have another floor, we'll call it, up above that, but that's for a later episode. I don't want to spoil that one yet. I got some plans for up there. Okay, this is empty, so we can get rid of this, and let's go ahead and see if we've got enough of these slabs to finish these. Yes, we do. Okay, so right now that kind of works, and we'll clean this up more, but that's pretty nice. I like that. I like that. So we've not really talked about slabs, but I wanted to kind of bring up a couple things about them. For one, they're pretty easy to make. We've made some slabs before, but you can do 3 here, and that gives you 6. So it's basically you get 2 for every 1. Or if you want to, you can come over and you can use the stone cutter that I picked up. We've used it in other episodes, and you can get the same kind of output. But slabs, if they are placed on the bottom block and bottom of the block, and you can see that I have spacing in here for another slab. So if I was to come in here and I was to put a slab there and a slab there, you see I have space for another slab here. So a slab is half a block tall, and slabs, if they're on this bottom block, mobs will not spawn on them. So that's pretty cool. That's an easy way to mob proof your areas. And we're going to do some other stuff to kind of help mob proof, because this is on the top. The only thing that sucks about doing bottom slabs is if I was to come over here, and I'll just show you as an example, if I was to bottom slab this, I would have a gap, and then I'd have to do something over here, which I could do, something with this, which I could do, but I'm not a fan of that. So I went ahead and put these on the top. I think we're going to do some stuff with lighting that's going to be better anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much, but these do go a lot farther than if you just use the full blocks. So that's one of the other reasons why I chose to do that. I am going to actually need to pick up this row, because I realized that is actually going to be a wall, and I've done that 2 or 3 times already today. So let's pick these up, and now I've got a few extras, which does not hurt because we will absolutely use these. Absolutely use these. So, okay, that's cool. We've got that done. And if I wanted to, I could go ahead and take this wall out. I'm going to kind of wait, because there's still some stuff I've got in here. I think we're going to start taking this stuff down though. And my inventory's full. Let me go clean out my inventory. Go over here and use our nice sortification system. And we'll get rid of some things that I know I've got space for in the system. I've got that. I know I've got cobble in here already. We've already got some smooth stone. And I've got some wood, but I want to hang on to that for right now because I think we're going to need some. Netherrack, I think we've got some of that in there, and we'll hold on to the rest for the time being. We come back over here, and I can use some of these item frames to start doing some stuff. Oh, we got a lot of stuff in there. Okay. I can use some of these item frames on my system over there, and that's going to be pretty helpful. So let's take that out. We know we've got that chest empty. And that one's still got a few things in it. So do these. What about you? You are empty. And whoops, that's all right. We're going to actually be slabbing up this floor here eventually anyway, so I'm going to leave that out. And this is kind of not empty, so I'm going to leave that. That one's empty. And we said that one is not, so okay. That helps out a little bit. Alrighty. I tell you what, let me put this stuff up and let me put a few more of these item frames up here, and then I'll bring you guys back in just a second, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of these design things that I've done and what the next steps are going to be. I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, we just got up from a little nap and I cleaned out my inventory just a bit, and I put up a couple more of these item frames. And you can see I've got some things in there, and we've still got a few chests that I've got stuff stored up top there, but they have not made their way down the hoppers. So I wanted to talk about a couple little things here as we're wrapping up today. Some things that I did. I've seen this used a lot. These are just trapdoors, and I think having those on there kind of adds a little bit of texture, and it kind of rounds out that archway just a little bit. I think I kind of like that design, and we'll probably do a little bit more with stuff as we go along. I kind of feel like I might want to put some fences up here and see what that looks like. I think I'm going to try that. Maybe not. Maybe we go with a different type of fence if we do a fence. So we may play with that later. But so I think that's gonna kind of wrap things up for today. We are we've been running a little bit long on episodes, so I want to kind of have some shorter ones here. And as we're wrapping up, I'll just kind of fill you in on what the game plan is. I'm going to take a little bit of a break from over here next episode, and we're going to go, I think, back into the Nether, and we need to get another fortress. And then we need to be able to get into potion brewing. So that's something I want to try and do next episode, I think. And then after that, we'll probably come back over here and we'll maybe do some a little bit more building on this. I may do some building off camera, or just time lapse it for you guys so you can see me putting in this wall here all the way around and kind of doing some things. But I'm going to have to go do a lot more resource gathering for us to be ready for that. And I just realized I have a full block right there. That's cool. Sweet. So anyway, that's going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. And if you would, listen to my dog scratching his ear in the background. If you guys would, let me know down in the comments what you guys would like to see me do, and if you got any tips for me on what I ought to do here. And as always, like the video if it helped you out, and we will see you guys next episode.